There was a time in my life where my days felt like they only had two parts: work and preparing for the next day of work. Evenings, they disappeared. My dreams, always postponed until someday. I was exhausted, distracted, and stuck in a cycle of burnout that made every evening feel like a blur of scrolling, snacking, and avoidance. Until one day, I realized I wasn't just tired. I was wasting time I could never get back. That realization changed everything. It wasn't about adding more to my to-do list. It was about finally making my evenings meaningful, about stepping into the identity of a woman who values her time, protects her energy, and acts in alignment with the life she actually wants. In this video, I'm sharing the 5 things I did to stop wasting my evenings after work, and how you can take your time, your energy, and your life back. The biggest shift I had to make was separating how I felt from what I chose to do. Most of us live with the belief, if I'm tired, I can't. But the truth is, you've already done so many things in your life while tired, overwhelmed, or stressed. You've worked through exhaustion. You've shown up when you didn't want to. You've made it through days that felt impossible. You don't need to deny your emotions. You just don't have to obey them. My new mindset became, I'm tired and I'll still show up. Or, I'm stressed and I'm still committed. That subtle shift helped me stop letting every rough day become an excuse to waste another night. The more I took action, even when I didn't feel like it, the more I started to believe in myself. I was no longer a victim of my emotions. I was a woman in motion. And the best part? Every time you follow through when it's hard, you collect evidence that you can. That evidence builds trust, and trust builds consistency. Consistency builds results. Instead of being someone who tries to be disciplined, I became someone who just follows through no matter how I feel. That identity shift changed everything for me. Want to stop wasting your evenings? Start by freeing them up. Most people lose hours every week to life maintenance, cooking, cleaning, laundry, errands, emails. These things don't go away, but they can be optimized. What changed my life was shifting 80% of those chores to one power session on Sundays. I meal prep, choose outfits, clean up, plan my week, all in 2 to 3 focused hours. Yes, it takes effort, but it saves me over 6 hours during the week. Imagine what you could do with 6 extra hours. Start your business, learn a skill, rest with intention, or actually enjoy your life. I also started asking, what can I outsource? What can I automate? What can I simplify? That meant ordering groceries online instead of going in person, automating monthly payments, pre-scheduling appointments, creating reset rituals for my space and mindset. Buy back your time wherever you can. Your evenings are sacred. Stop letting laundry steal them. Productivity isn't just about doing more. It's about designing a system that supports your highest values. Here's the trap. You get home, drop your bag, sit on the couch for just 5 minutes, and suddenly it's 10 p.m. and you've watched 3 episodes of a show you weren't even excited about. Sound familiar? One of the best decisions I made was intercepting my default habit. Instead of going straight home after work, I changed my first destination. I'd bring my gym clothes to work and go straight to a workout. Or I'd take my laptop to a cozy cafe and spend 60 minutes on my side project. No couch, no pause, no energy drain. Once I changed my environment, my behavior followed. The science shows us that so many of our habits are cued by location and pattern. So, if you keep wasting evenings at home, maybe it's time to spend less of them there. It's not about denying comfort, it's about delaying it. Choosing meaningful effort now for real relaxation later. That feels different than collapse. It feels like peace. Set up your evening to win before it even begins. Here's the honest truth. Not all hours are created equal. Trying to force productivity at 8 p.m. when your brain is fried and distractions are everywhere isn't always the smartest move. So I shifted my focus to the hours that actually work for me. Mornings, waking up just 45 minutes earlier, gave me quiet, focused time to work on what matters. No notifications, no distractions, just me and my priorities. Even if you can't be a full morning person, identify your peak hours. Use those for your most meaningful tasks and save lower energy activities, like errands or scrolling, for later. Evenings became more relaxed and restorative because the pressure of having to catch up was gone. I'd already moved the needle forward before most people people opened their inbox, and that changed how I ended every day. Instead of feeling behind, I felt ahead. I wasn't dragging myself through the evening trying to salvage the day. I was winding down with peace, knowing I'd already done what mattered most. There's a kind of self-respect that grows when you start honoring your energy instead of fighting it. You begin to trust yourself more. You make better decisions. You stop feeling guilty for not doing it all and start feeling proud for doing what matters. Reclaiming your evening doesn't always mean doing more at night. Sometimes it means shifting the weight of your goals to the part of the day where you actually show up best. Energy greater than time, always. I used to think I had a productivity problem. Turns out, I had a self-care problem when I was undersleeping, eating like trash, skipping movement, and overstimulating myself all day with content and caffeine. I couldn't focus, create, or follow through. Your body is your foundation, and if you don't respect it, everything else crumbles. So I started small, aiming for 7 to 8 hours of sleep, walking daily, drinking more water, cutting the evening screen time, and choosing meals that actually fueled me. Within 2 weeks, everything changed. I wasn't just more productive, I was happier. I had the energy to say yes to the things that mattered and the strength to say no to the things that didn't. It wasn't about being perfect, it was about being present, energized, clear, and what surprised me the most was how quickly my mind followed my body. The fog started lifting. I had more patience, more clarity, more emotional regulation. I stopped needing 3 cups of coffee just to function, and I actually looked forward to my routines again. When you stop treating self-care like a luxury and start treating it like a strategy, everything changes, because your business, your relationships, your dreams, they all rely on the vessel that is you. The truth is, there's nothing wrong with you. You're not lazy. You're not undisciplined. You might just be undernourished, overstimulated, and disconnected from your real rhythm. Self-discipline is rooted in self-respect. And when you start treating your body like someone you love, everything shifts. One unexpected benefit: the more I prioritized my well-being, the more people around me did too. I became a model for what was possible, not just professionally, but personally. It's incredible how contagious health and clarity can be. My boundaries became stronger, my energy more stable. I stopped feeling like I was always catching up and started feeling like I was leading. And that internal shift, that's what made every external change sustainable. You don't need a perfect routine. You don't need to do everything right. You just need to decide that your time matters too much to keep wasting. Start small. Choose one shift, one pattern interrupt, one thing you'll no longer let steal your energy. Evenings are not just for recovery. They're for creation, for clarity, for claiming the life you want, 1 hour at a time. You're not here to coast through life. You're here to lead it. If this resonated with you, share it with a woman you care about. And don't forget to subscribe for more tools, truth, and strategy to help you become the version of you you're meant to be.